In our current society, we're often taught to keep ourselves very busy. We have to study hard in school to get good grades so our parents will be proud. And we have to find our passion and we have to hustle hard for self improvement. We have to meet deadlines. We take on more work so we don't lose our job. We go and invest in crypto because that's where the money's at, obviously. When we finally have some time to breathe, we grab our phones to scroll through TikTok or the news or play a quick game or look for the right partner. We keep ourselves so busy we forget it's okay to just exist. And it's pretty wonderful to just exist. So that's what I'm exploring today. I'm going to do a mini silent day. So after I'm done recording this intro, I'll head to the gym and I'll get some groceries. And then after that, I'll start. So after that, there's a few rules I'll follow. The first one is I'll turn my phone off and it stays off until tomorrow. The second one is no talking except for dinner, where I'm meeting up with a friend and it would be pretty rude to just sit there silently, I guess. So yeah, I will be talking then. No other screens, so no YouTube, no series, no movies. I'll only use my iPad to time my meditations. And no music, no podcasts. I am allowed to read, so that's exciting. And I have a few things planned I want to do. I'll do 3 silent meditations. I'll go out for a walk, spend some time in nature. I'll cook and eat, of course. Pretty, I'd say that's pretty necessary. And I'll clean my apartment, which I usually do with music. So that'll be a new experience doing it without. And as I'm not using any screens, I won't be keeping you guys updated. So tomorrow I'll reflect on how the day has been. So I'll see you guys then. So I just finished recording the intro, and I'm very sorry I lied to you guys, but it's Sunday, so not Tuesday, the day after. But I had some technical difficulties. But we're here now to reflect, and let's get into it. So the first thing that I noticed, which was really great, was let's call them the in-between moments. So I had made pizza. It was in the oven, so then I had to wait for it to be ready and to cool a little. I don't like my pizza too hot, or too warm, I should say. I don't like it hot either. Anyway, I had to wait, and normally I'd just grab my phone real quick, answer some messages, whatever. But now I had turned my phone off, so that was not an option, and I just had to sit there and wait. And it was kind of nice. It was actually very nice. So that was a thing that was great. So not to just, in these little moments in between, just fill up the space with my phone. It was okay for there to be nothing to do, but just sit there. Then the second thing is the silence. I started enjoying the silence, and with silence I mean I listen to music very often, and I love listening to music, but it was pretty nice to just be in the silence, so to say. It wasn't just silent, of course. I heard many birds, for example, which was really nice. So yeah, silence, that was good too. And it also helped that it was just a beautiful day. It was quite sunny. I went for a walk, I chilled in the park, and it was just a beautiful day. When I was walking back to my studio, I was walking down this path, and there's like big trees on each side, and the leaves of the trees kind of stopped the sunlight, but you could see like the sunlight right behind the leaves, and then the pathway in the middle was all lit up by the sun. It was wonderful. Another funny thing, and I talked about this with my mom as well, because back in the day there were no phones like when my mom was young. But what I found really funny is that I was gonna meet up with my friend for dinner. So I texted her the day before that I was gonna turn my phone off so she couldn't reach me. So we agreed on a time. I'd be there 18:30. By the way, if you have a friend that always cancels on you last minute, this is a great way to kind of work your way around that. So just tell them you're doing a silent day and they can't reach you and you'll just be there. But this friend doesn't cancel on me. But what was funny was it felt very weird not to like text her, okay, I'm leaving right now, be there in 15 minutes, stuff like that. I just showed up there. I was almost exactly on time, and still it felt very weird to just like ring her doorbell. And I don't know, she was there. She opened the door, so it was all good, but it was a fun experience. It was kind of fun to do it like that. And then the last thing is that it was honestly too short. I would have loved it for it to be a bit longer actually. So I was gonna go to the gym and get groceries in the morning, but everything took a bit longer because I couldn't make my reservation at the gym at the time I wanted to. And the grocery stores were actually closed until 12 because it was a, what's it called? It was like a festive day in the Netherlands, like a day where stuff is closed. So it took a bit longer. So the day was a bit shorter. The silent part of the day was a bit shorter than I planned. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. So I would have loved for it to be a bit longer, and I'll definitely do it again. And I have actually done a silent day prior. It was part of a mindfulness course I did. But then I was in a different place, and I was kind of like waiting for the day to be over almost. I wasn't enjoying it as much as this time. So I thought that was good to mention too. If you try something like this, it's okay for it to maybe not be enjoyable at first, because it's pretty difficult to do nothing if we're so used to always filling up space, ruminating in our heads, grabbing our phones. It's pretty difficult to just enjoy existence. But it's very nice. It's awesome. But yeah, it can be difficult at first. So also, if you're trying something like this, you can start a bit smaller. And also, yeah, make sure you're in the right space. That doesn't mean you have to get it right or be like perfectly mentally fit. But if you're used to ruminating a lot, it can be a challenge. But I loved it this time. It was great. Existing is pretty cool. We're literally on a floating, spinning ball in space, where if you dig deep enough inside of the ball, it's lava, and we're existing on that ball with a bunch of us. I'd say that's pretty cool. Yeah. So let's enjoy that together with your fellow humans, with other animals, with nature. And I'll see you guys in the next video.